I'm here with Shannon Bowman, this month's Mom Boss. We're inside the commercial kitchen for Bentos Catering and Take Me Tacos. Shannon, this is such an incredible space. Thank you so much for talking to us. The first question I always like to ask our moms, what is it that you love best about being a mom?
I love the journey. I love watching my kids grow and turning into men. I love watching them do their thing.
And you have 3 boys.
3 boys.
And how old are they? I know they're grown.
Yes, 26, 22, and 19.
Incredible. So pretty close together.
Yes.
You had your hands full.
I did. I did.
What was the most difficult thing, or what is the most difficult thing, do you think, about being a mom?
Staying calm. But that's my advice for moms, is stay calm.
Yeah. Now, you had an additional struggle or additional work because your 2 oldest sons were both diagnosed with autism.
Correct.
Really, did your middle son get diagnosed before your oldest son?
Correct, yes. At age 3, we took him in to have the elaborate testing done. Yeah. And, I mean, we knew.
Yeah. And so, what did you do at that point? Because when I think 20 years ago, there weren't as many conversations about autism or what to do or things that were available. So what were the next steps like for you?
So I treated the autism like a job, and I learned as much as I possibly could. I dove into every piece of literature I could read, every parent I could talk to. I joined all kinds of groups, and I just dove into it.
Your boys are all grown now. And, you know, a lot of times people wonder, after a child's diagnosed with autism, what do they do as an adult? What's that journey been like for them?
Well, first of all, for me, it made me a better person. Yeah. And for them, we treated them the same. And I know that's not always the easiest thing to do, but we just decided that we were going to try to do this as drug-free as possible and expose them to everything. So one of the things that we had to do a lot of is the stories, the picture stories, yeah, and sort of run through the experience before the experience, and that helped a lot.
So now they're not here.
No.
They're out living their lives.
They are. My oldest lives in Montana. He's a truck driver. Right from the very start, he said he was going to be a truck driver, and it's the perfect job for him. Yeah. So he even goes all the way to Alaska. Wow. So he has a dog that he travels with, and she's been to, I think, 48 states. Amazing. So they go everywhere.
That's really cool. And then your middle son is also Colorado?
Colorado Springs, yes. He's over there doing DoorDash, and he takes care of himself. Yeah. Pays all of his bills, so there is definite hope for all of these kids.
A lot of times I feel like parents hear, your child has autism. And they lose hope, or they don't know where to turn. What would you say to those parents?
Learn as much as you can. Educate yourself in every way that you possibly can. Read as many books as you can. Take the pieces that you feel are necessary for you at the time, yeah, and let go of some of it, because not all of it works for every child. Mm-hmm. And be around other parents that have kids with autism.
Yeah, every child is different.
Yeah, and also be around adult children with autism. Yeah. Because you're going to know, that gives you a little bit of hope for the future.
Absolutely. One of the things that we hear often with families who have children with autism is that they start looking at what the kids are eating, and that's an important component. Why is that so important? Because
there's all of the food that we have today, like dyes and caffeine and all of that stuff, can really affect the way a child behaves. And there's a lot of behavior in autism. And so if you're wanting to change behavior, start with the diet.
And that's something that you really dove into.
I dove into that 100%. So I would go to the farmer and get our meats. I cut out any kind of dyes, any kind of caffeine, minimized sugar, and that really helped the attitudes. and the behaviors.
So when you decided to start a catering business, was that kind of a focus, serving the type of food that you wanted your family eating?
Absolutely. I felt like people could eat better, have better nutrition, and outcomes of their day would be improved. And that's why we started Bentos Catering.
And so with this catering company, it's a little different. You didn't start this out to cater weddings or birthday parties. This is really kind of corporate driven.
Right, yes. So I was driving downtown one time and I was looking around and I was like, you know what? We could change lunch. Lunch is like a boxed lunch with, an apple that you put in your purse and you forget about it. And I thought, the bento box is pretty cool. And having all of the different pieces and components, which I was really good at food combining. And so I took that and ran with it and made lunches. And it morphed into everyday lunches for corporate offices that serve their employees.
Now, pre-pandemic, talk to me about what this business looked like.
Yeah, so 3 weeks before COVID, we moved into this kitchen and we were serving 1,100 meals a day, getting ready to take on some more clients and building the business to 3,000 meals a day.
Unbelievable. And COVID hit, so how did you survive?
Yeah, so first of all, I'm a saver, so that really helped. And the government funding helped a tremendous amount. And I have an amazing team. My team stuck with me through it all. And that was super important. I did not want jobs to go away. Yeah. So we have changed everything we're doing to keep jobs.
And you've also started kind of a new business within a business.
Yes, yes. Something that I had thought about prior to COVID. Yeah. And I knew that I needed to diversify. And we were only using the kitchen a certain amount of time during the day. So I was like, how can we change this up a little bit? And so I came up with a ghost kitchen concept. And we started with Take Me Tacos. And that's a taco bar that you can have delivered to your house. Instead of the tacos getting soggy on the way there, you build them when they get there. And so we can do individual family size and catering packs.
What does your family think about this new taco concept, kind of bringing this to the family?
It's so awesome because my boys ask me on a regular basis, how's Take Me Tacos, Mom? What's going on? How many have you sold today? And so they're super invested in that. And my whole family has rallied behind it as well. So I've had a ton of support.
Was taco night something you did with your kids?
Yes, yeah. Yes. We definitely did tacos. They liked them a certain way, but we definitely do tacos. I mean, who doesn't love tacos?
Everybody loves tacos.
Yes.
So obviously your kids have influenced your business in a lot of ways, and it sounds like they're very proud of you. When you look at everything that you've done from, raising 3 children, raising 2 children, who had some special needs and now building these businesses, do you just feel like incredible amount of accomplishment?
Yeah. I mean, I don't like to give myself too much credit, so I have to remember that from day to day. Yes, it's been a good ride. It's been a good journey. I had an aunt, I don't know if this is relevant, but I had an aunt tell me, I said, I'm scared to fail. And she said, just enjoy the journey. It's a journey. And I'm like, I've been trying to enjoy the journey ever since.
It's great advice. Is there any other advice that you would give to other moms out there who may be struggling with raising the kids, running a business, trying to do all of these things?
Yeah, I guess my biggest point of advice, well, I have 2. One is stay calm. And the other one is make your kids uncomfortable as often as possible, because in the valleys we grow, and they will grow because of it.
That's great advice. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thank you, Monica.